In November 2025, millions of Americans are watching closely as the next round of Social Security checks is set to arrive, and with it comes a big update on the upcoming benefit increases and tariff rebate changes. The month is bringing a mix of early payments, shifted dates, and growing curiosity about how much more seniors, retirees, and those on SSI or SSDI can expect to receive in the near future. Many are asking the same question. When will my payment arrive, and will it be higher than before? Let's break down exactly what's happening this November and why it matters for everyone relying on Social Security income. For starters, the official Social Security payment schedule for November 2025 has been confirmed, and it's slightly different this time due to the way the calendar falls. Normally, SSI supplemental security income is paid on the 1st of each month, but because November 1st lands on a Saturday this year, those payments are being made one day earlier on October 31st. That means SSI recipients won't actually see a payment hit their accounts during November itself, since their November check will already arrive at the end of October. This early payment rule ensures that no one has to wait through a weekend or holiday to access their funds. Meanwhile, Social Security retirement and disability payments will go out on their usual staggered schedule based on birth dates. Those with birthdays from the 1st through the 10th will get their payments on the 2nd Wednesday of November. Anyone with birthdays between the 11th and 20th will receive their money on the 3rd Wednesday. Those born from the 21st through the end of the month will get paid on the 4th Wednesday. This structure has been in place for years, and it helps the Social Security Administration manage millions of transactions smoothly each month. Direct deposits usually arrive on time, but recipients using paper checks should allow for mailing delays due to the holiday season rush. Now, beyond the payment dates, the bigger story is about how much those checks could soon increase. The Social Security Administration has already confirmed a 2.5% cost of living adjustment, or COLA, for 2025. That means benefits that began in January 2025 included a small but meaningful boost to help offset rising prices. While that new COLA won't take effect until January 2026, retirees are already doing the math and looking forward to a slightly larger check after the official announcement in mid-October. What many are calling a tariff rebate increase is actually connected to this broader cost of living adjustment. In simple terms, when inflation rises due to factors like tariffs or higher costs of goods and services, the government calculates how much to raise benefits so that Social Security recipients can maintain their purchasing power. Although there isn't a separate tariff rebate program within the Social Security system, the impact of rising prices caused by tariffs and other market factors is reflected in the yearly COLA increase. So for those hearing about a rebate tied to tariffs or inflation, it's really the COLA doing the work behind the scenes. For millions of seniors, these adjustments make a real difference. A 2.5% raise may sound small, but it adds up over the course of the year. For example, someone receiving $1,800 a month in benefits would see their monthly check rise to around $1,845. For retirees living on fixed incomes, every dollar counts, especially with prices for groceries, utilities, and healthcare still higher than before the pandemic. Many are using this additional money to help with essential costs like medication or transportation. November also serves as a reminder for beneficiaries to double-check their payment methods and personal details with the Social Security Administration. If your bank account has changed or you've moved recently, updating that information early can help you avoid payment delays. SSA strongly recommends setting up direct deposit to ensure payments arrive securely and on time. With the busy holiday season approaching, paper checks could experience delivery delays, so many seniors are opting for electronic transfers instead. While November's payment schedule might look a little confusing at first, it's important to remember that no one is losing a check. It's simply arriving earlier than expected. SSI recipients will get their November payment on October 31st and then their next check on December 1st, keeping everything balanced over the year. Social Security retirement and SSDI recipients, however, will follow the normal mid-month schedule, receiving their funds on the 2nd, 3rd, or 4th Wednesday, depending on their date of birth. Another key factor this year is that Medicare premiums are expected to change alongside Social Security adjustments. Since most people have their Medicare Part B premiums deducted automatically from their Social Security payments, the COLA increase can sometimes be offset by those premium adjustments. The official numbers for 2026 premiums will be announced later in the fall, but analysts predict only a small increase, meaning most beneficiaries will still see a net gain in their monthly checks. Looking ahead, policymakers are also discussing long-term reforms to keep the Social Security Trust Fund stable. With the number of retirees growing and the cost of living remaining unpredictable, maintaining benefits for future generations has become a top concern in Washington. Proposals include adjusting payroll tax caps, modifying benefit formulas, or introducing targeted rebates for low-income seniors. While none of these ideas have been finalized, they highlight how crucial Social Security remains to millions of Americans who depend on it every month. For now, November 2025 brings a moment of stability and clarity. Beneficiaries know exactly when to expect their checks, and they have a clearer picture of how inflation and tariffs could shape the next year's benefits. Those receiving SSI can look forward to their early deposit on October 31st, while Social Security retirement and SSDI recipients can mark their calendars for the 12th, 19th, or 26th of November, depending on their birth date. This schedule ensures that everyone gets paid before Thanksgiving, which is always welcome news during the busy holiday season. As inflation and global trade changes continue to influence everyday costs, the Social Security Administration remains focused on protecting beneficiaries' income through regular COLA adjustments. Whether you call it a tariff, rebate, cost of living increase, or simply a raise, the goal is the same: to help retirees, seniors, and people with disabilities keep up with the economy and maintain financial stability. So, as November approaches, make sure your information is up to date, your direct deposit is active, and you're ready for the upcoming payments. For millions of Americans, these checks aren't just numbers on paper. They represent security, dignity, and the ability to stay independent. And with another benefit increase expected on the horizon, there's a renewed sense of optimism that 2026 could bring a little more breathing room for those who've worked their entire lives contributing to this vital system. The November 2025 Social Security payment cycle may look routine on paper, but behind every deposit is a story of years of effort, of resilience, and of a promise kept by one generation to another. As the system continues to evolve with the economy, these updates remind us that while dates and numbers may shift, the purpose remains constant: to ensure that every American who earned their benefits receives them on time and with the fairness they deserve.